Hey guys, it's Cashley. Today we are talking about a long-awaited video topic. Today we're discussing my labor and delivery story. So this labor and delivery story is going to be for my 5-month-old son, Kylo. He's 5 months now. He was born February 17th of 2020, and his due date was April 25th. So that makes him about 3 months adjusted. He was a preemie. He was born at 30 weeks and 2 days. And I don't want to lie about how much he weighed. I think he weighed 3 pounds 9 ounces. I'm pretty sure he weighed 3 pounds 9 ounces. I don't know how tall he was. But yeah. So my labor and delivery is started when I was already in the hospital. I was already hospitalized. I had been hospitalized for almost a month. And y'all, I was over it. I wanted to have my son early, even though 30 weeks is very early. I was just over it. I was tired of being in the hospital. I miss my daughter because I'd never been away from her. She literally, like, I had her and we were together every single day except for like one weekend. And so to be away from her was hard. So I was just ready. You know, I knew the odds were better than I first went to the hospital around 25, 26 weeks. So I knew his odds were better as far as his health and everything. So I was ready. So it's kind of weird because like the night before I started going into labor, or actually that morning, it was a Saturday morning, and it was like the sun wasn't even up yet, and a lady like wheeled a baby into my room, and I like woke up. I'm like, that's not my baby. And she's like, what room is this? I told her my room. She's like, well, that's the room. I was like, no, I'm still pregnant. Like I haven't had my baby yet, and I'm just taking this as like, okay, this is weird. This is a sign. I don't know. I take everything as a sign. So that day, that morning, I started feeling like contractions. Like I always had felt them, but with my daughter, I never got Braxton Hicks. So I didn't know because it didn't hurt. So I'm just like, I don't know if this is contractions, but they're frequent. They're coming like every so often. And I was already on the monitors because they had me being monitored like twice a day at the hospital. So when they had me on the monitors and they seen that I started having contractions, I told the nurse or whatever, I think she gave me like fluids or something, and then they calmed down, but then they didn't. So I started to get scared. My Dominique was at my sister's basketball game, and I text like my mom like, I'm scared, like I think I'm gonna have him soon. And so her and Keith kept Yomi, and then Yomi's my daughter, guys, and then Dominique, my husband, guys, came to the hospital. So they put me on magnesium because obviously they don't want me to have my baby because it's premature. It's basically like I'm going into preterm labor. I was already in the hospital for a placental abruption. So they didn't know that my water had actually broken. It was a question because like some of the blood that would come out would be very watery. So it was a question, but they never wanted to check me. So they didn't know if my water had broken or not. But I actually, they put me on magnesium drip. My contractions slowed for a little bit. They were going to keep me on for 24 hours. And then when the next like day came and it been 24 hours, they were like, we're gonna keep you on for another 24 hours. And I was like, no, because like the contractions started to come back, and I was so sad because the magnesium, it just makes you feel so like like that's exactly how it makes you feel, like So I was on magnesium, and They were just trying to get my contractions to stop. They slowed, but they just got really sporadic. And then they started checking me. And when they checked me the first time, I was like 3 centimeters. And then they checked me again, like probably I would say like every 12 hours at first, and I would increase every time. So then come like Sunday, I'll say Sunday evening was like, okay, you're about to have this baby, because obviously you're dilating. You keep dilating every time we check you every few hours. So you're about to have this baby. But they kept me on the magnesium, and I didn't want to be on the magnesium because it sucked, you know. And then I wasn't hurting down there, but every time like we went to 6 centimeters dilated, 7 centimeters dilated, 8 centimeters dilated, I'm like, with my daughter, I couldn't take it past like 3, 4. So I'm like scared. Like I wanted to do a natural birth, but I was just like, I don't know how. I didn't know how big he was gonna be. I knew he was gonna be small, so it probably wouldn't hurt. But just thinking about something like large coming out of you, like with no pain meds, I was like, no, let me get the epidural. So this, mind you, this is like Sunday night. So Sunday night, Monday morning. But okay, after I had got the epidural, this was like the biggest. I shouldn't have did it, because first of all, when they were putting the epidural on my back, they couldn't find the spot. Mind you, I had an epidural on my daughter. It went perfect. Nothing about back pain that people be talking about. No, I'm just like, no, it was a good decision. Blah. No, it took forever for her to find it, and so I was scared. I was scared to move. I was entirely too numb, because mind you, I didn't even really have any pain. You guys get what I'm saying? So when I got the epidural and I didn't have any pain before, like I was just numb. Like I had an epidural before I could move my legs. No, this time like my leg was literally like one time a little nurse trying to like help me hold my leg up, and then it just like flopped over because I didn't have no control over my legs. Like the epidural, don't get an epidural unless you like really feel some pain, because I didn't, and then it was just too much. It was like, whoa, I don't want to be this numb. I don't like it. So they just trying to make me take a nap. They wouldn't let me eat anything. I remember begging my mom or begging Dominique to give me something to drink. I was like crying for her Coke, and she would literally not give it to me and let me drink it. And I was mad, because it's like, okay, they don't want me to drink nothing just in case, whatever, C-section. But like, we this far, I just need something to drink or I'm gonna die. Like my throat is like dry. That's not gonna do anything if I just take a little swig, you feel me? And they just literally gave me ice chips. Like that was not helping at all. And I kept asking for ice packs because I was so hot, because my baby was premature. So they had to have the temperature in the room really low, really high, because he couldn't regulate his temperature yet. So it was burning up. Everybody was burning up, but I was dying because I couldn't move. I had an epidural. I was just dying, bro. I'd never been this hot in my life. I literally cried. I was so hot. I had ice packs on my neck, ice packs on my back, ice packs everywhere. Yo, like that was the worst. It was just the worst. So finally when they came back and checked me again, and I was like, oh, like, is that what I think it is? His head right there? Like, yes, it was his head right there. So I didn't even barely have to push, okay, guys, because he was so small. He just, like, came out. And he had, like, a cone head. Like, it was so weird. I knew he was going to look, like, not fully there yet, but I just didn't know how he was going to look, so I was nervous. So when I seen him, it was, like, I did this with Yomi, too. Just stare, trying to figure them out. And, like, he had a cone head and stuff. They had him over to the side for, like, 15 minutes. Like, they just had him doing stuff with the, I don't know what they was trying to have him breathing and make sure, like, he's good because he was so small. And they put him in, like, a bag. And then after, like, 15 minutes, they finally let me hold him for, like, 2 seconds. And then they, like, took him upstairs. And then they're like, okay, when you can walk, when you could walk upstairs, like you can come. It didn't take me that long. It was already morning when I had him. It was 6:13, and I went to go see him like I think around like 11-12. So it wasn't that long before I went to go see him upstairs and got to hold him and stuff. And he was doing really good. Like, he never had any problems. He just had to be on like the CPAP, and he had a feeding tube for a while, obviously, because he couldn't eat through his mouth yet. But those are normal preemie like things. That's not like, you know, he had anything else wrong with him. He did have a couple brain bleeds, but they resolved on their own. That's another typical thing with preemies. Like, the issues he had was very typical, except for one time he did get sick in there, and that was the only thing that wasn't a typical issue, and that did set us back some. But he came home after 58 days, so he was in the hospital for about 2 months, and yeah, now he's home and adjusted and everything's good, and he's growing, developing. He's still behind, not weight wise, but he's behind like developmental wise, which is why they have adjusted ages. Like, he'll catch up like in his own time. So that's basically it, y'all. Like, I did this without Dominique because we just been needed to do this for so long, and I just wanted to get this out. And that's basically it, you guys. I was really sad though, like, well, now when I think back about, or when I see big moms, and I get sad. And then I seen somebody did like a what's in my hospital bag video, and I got sad because I didn't get the time to like prepare. And first of all, I was already going to be prepared because I already had a baby, but I didn't even get the time to do all that, to pack a hospital bag, to pack the car, to pack his bag, to have anything. We literally had nothing when I went in the hospital because I was literally only 5 months pregnant. And so it's just like, I feel like a part of me feels like I got robbed a little bit, but you know, like, I think everything happens for a reason, and it's good. But it just definitely scared me from having any more kids. I wanted this Brady Bunch family, but not anymore. Plus, 2 kids is really a handful. Like, I'm surprised I even got to film this video. Like, it's crazy, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change my experience. And if you have any questions on placental abruption, or just having a premature baby, or any questions on the NICU, comment them down below. I will respond, and I might even do a video on one of those topics. So thank you guys for watching. But thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
So this is Kiyomi. This is Kylo's big sis. How old are you?
2.
Yes, you're 2 now. She just turned 2. So that's her. And then let me show you guys Kylo. Hold on. Kiyomi.
Huh?
Get off of him.
Ooh, take a baby. Ooh, 2 baby shirt.
Oh, baby's shirt got wet.
Huh?
He's sloppy. He's sloppy, baby. So yes, back up. So yes, you guys, this is Kylo. 5 months, 3 months adjusted. He will be, oh, don't fall. He will be, on the 17th. It's like, I don't know. On the 17th of August, he'll be 6 months. So, yes, he's getting old. And Yomi just turned 2, July 9th. And this all. Bye.